like pearls and oysters. Boss of bosses, Morpheus on my the illest style right here. Till I got white hair, getting foul type stares. We ahead light years. We come out the stars, so let the start. Turn the light switch off. Drive a block, switch cars. Toss a face mask and gloves. Pulled another on the beat. Guess who the victim was? Guess who get reconfigured? The whole industry does. Premiere you my because we became the men our mothers
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. 4th of July baseball coming at you. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch. Ready to go? Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball left field. One away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. That's in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
On the ground to short, over to Albies. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number one coming up. No score. Back here in Atlanta, and our pitcher in this game, Sean Manaea. What should we keep an eye on here? Stepping in, Drake Baldwin.
Sweeper, middle inside. Sweeper, low outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball.
And a 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
In the air, left field. Taylor on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Sinker, low outside.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
2 down, nobody on. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-1.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
And down on strikes. And that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Top of the second, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Number 9, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Lindor on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Way out front for strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
Francisco Alvarez in the box now. Takes strike 1. And there's a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Good job to fight that one off. Sailing a 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Mets with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
No, that's the ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at bat like this. No one giving in.
And he walked him.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 1 out. Jared Young getting ready to hit. Ripped to right. Brings it in. Running tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Now here is Brett Beatty. That one the other way, and it stays fair. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mets.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Tyrone Taylor in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Mauricio Dubon, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
High inside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's Dominic Smith. In the air to left center. Lindor gets under it, and the inning is over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Chris Sale ready to get back to work. That one lifted to left. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fought off foul. Soto swinging a drive, deep right field, carrying well, and brings it in at the wall. Well, Bichette up to the dish. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And foul ball. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking. Mets go down quickly, but they lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Lifted in the air, right center field. Benj settles under it. And there's one away. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And that one fouled off.
Sinker. Low inside.
Clips the corner. That is strike two.
Middle outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now it's the shortstop, Jim Jarvis.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. On to the 4th, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add to the lead. It's 2-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Number 9 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comebacker to the mound. Over to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Walked his first time. Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 down. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Comes up empty.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Baden in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. And it's 2-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the 4th. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Drake Baldwin.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Middle outside. Sweeper. Middle outside.
That misses the zone, and that's ball three.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. In the air, right field, Bench. Should have this one, and there's one down. Here's Matt Olson. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one ripped, but foul. Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, ready now for the 5th inning. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Chris Sale back to work. And a foul ball. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. Back to the top of the Mets order, and now the right fielder, Carson Bench. Step off, throw to first. Taylor back in on a dive. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Outside low, ball one. Taylor gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 2. Cracks his bat and pops him up. That's out number 2. And next for the Mets, Bo Bichette. This one in the air, center field. Harris settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. Mets lead 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Out towards right center field. Has a beat on it. And there's one down. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Grounded out his first time up.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually is.
Out front and foul to the left side. The Braves still looking for their first hit in this one.
Ball 1.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Got him swinging.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Dom Smith stands in.
High outside.
Ripped on a line. And that is that. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Atlanta, close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Pa' que me la modele, ya las heridas no le duelen, yo le traje pa' que se revele, y formemos el DNR, yeah, porque por tu cara sé que quieres, yo sé bien cómo.
So digging in, Francisco Lindor.
Shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Ground ball, Austin Riley. Whips it across. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder, number 9.
Here's the center fielder. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dubon on the move to the gap. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. Right side, hard hit. Smith takes it to the bag. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs, inning over. And the Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Nolan McLean.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Popped in the air. Left field. Taylor under it. And there's 1 away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Yastrzemski wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Low inside.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Sweeper. Middle inside. Curveball. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can...
Oh, great stop. To first. What a play. Inning over. Braves go down quickly here. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. James Karinchak. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now the first baseman, Jared Young. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. That one inside. Look out. On a line out towards center. Diving. Gets down. Could be extra bases. Now around second. Going for third. The relay throw. In there safely.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner at third, nobody out. Brett Beatty digs in now.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
That misses. Ball 1.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Runner from third in to score, and they take a 3-run lead. The relay not in time. He's safe.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's going to be Carson Benj. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Ball.
Bouncer to second. Albies over to first in time. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 3. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A solo shot. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. James Karinchak done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Didier Fuentes comes on now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And here is Bo Bichette. This one in the air, center field. Harris settles under this one, and that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 a solo shot. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Curveball. Low inside. Curveball. Low inside.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Low outside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Middle inside.
No, that's a ball.
Curveball. Low inside.
Stays alive.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Sinker. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Curveball. Low inside.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, ready to begin the 8th. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. In the air to left center, Dubon coming on, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Excellent job, man. I tell you what, the times that I played that field, getting to play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Harris on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Out towards right center field, Yastrzemski on the move to the alley. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets, as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Harris in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Low inside.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did right there.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ballgame.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground, and they can roll him up for 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 2-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
Low middle.
Quick move to first. Harris gets back easily. Harris leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Low outside.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here is Austin Riley.
Middle outside.
Ball, no.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Now a quick throw to first. Harris back in standing.
Sinker. Low middle.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Sinker.
The Mets leading by 5 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
High middle.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Sinker. Low inside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. You're dialed into the show. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, we go to the ninth. Jared Young up now for the Mets. High fly ball out towards left center. Dubon under it. And there's one down. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Second baseman, Brett Beatty.
Towards first. He takes it on his own. That's 6 straight set down. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Didier Fuentes is done. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Bryce Elder into the game.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now at the plate, Carson Bench. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back.
No.
Activity in the bullpen. Ian Hamilton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Another 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way. Ground ball up the middle. Albies gets it to first, and that's the inning. Mets strand one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski. Brooks Raley takes over on the mound.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Outside low, and that is ball one.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Middle outside.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Got him. One out. Bottom of the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jim Jarvis. Raley is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. And a foul ball. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. And that one way outside. And the count even 1-1.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And it falls.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well. They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Albies in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. It's ruled a swing and a strikeout, and this ball game is over.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
Con mi pie plantado yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' 2. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo.